Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. You're with Boo, your one and only. You already know what it is. You already know what it's do. We're with another video. Today's video, by the thumbnail and title, you can already know what's going on. It's a little story time with your girl Boo. I like giving you guys story times because I like to give you guys a little insight about me. And you know, things that happen to us, the things we've been through, it kind of just contributes to the person you are today. And it's just, you know, something to talk about. And today's story time is gonna be about the time, I don't necessarily want to say robbed. I feel like a lot was robbed, but you know, I was, how old was I? I was in high school. It was around my birthday, but I got robbed by someone I knew. I was living at my mama's house, and they didn't just ransack my whole house or anything. So that's why I don't want to say robbed, but they stole from me, me and my twin sister in particularly, because it was people we knew and had let in our house before. Well, not one of them. The girl, we'd never let her in the house. But on the other hand, her boyfriend was Bad News Blue, and they freaking robbed us. So I'm about to tell you guys this story because, and it was around my birthday, and it was just terrible. It was just terrible. And then not only once, but twice. So the time I got robbed, twice in the same month as my birthday. Okay, so I just made a little snack. I kind of burnt my grilled cheese because I was talking to you guys, and then I made some soup. So we're gonna kind of just talk, and I'm gonna, eat my little snack. Some of you guys might be like, how are you so dumb to get stolen from twice in 1 month? How are you so green? That is not the case. That's not the scenario. This was I can't think if it was my 15th or 16th birthday. It was around this time. So let's go fast forward, beginning of the month. Okay. So this was one night I had gone out. My mom, I believe, was home, if I remember this story correctly, because this was when I was 15. It was either I was approaching my 15th or 16th birthday. I can't remember correctly. I still lived at my mom's house, of course. My room was downstairs, and so was my twin sister's. My mom lived upstairs. I'd gone out one night, and I remember specifically going out with my friend, because when my money first went missing, it was kind of do you know what happened to the money? And I can't remember. Okay, so, and then I was also beefing with a friend. I'm not going to say this friend's name. And then that was someone else that I had looked towards. So anyways, I went out one night. I went out with a couple friends. My friend, she had spent the night that night, because that's why the next morning when I know, a little bit later the next day, I noticed I had stuff missing. But we had went out. So it had been someone that watched my Snapchat and knew that I was away from my house. Came home, went to bed. I went out that night. It was a Friday or Saturday night. Someone had been watching my Snapchat. I must have known that I had left my house and I was out. Also must have been watching my sister's Snap because she was out as well. I kept I always have had a change bucket in my room. And it was just after Christmas. So this was January, because my birthday's in January. And it was just after Christmas, so I had a bunch of gift cards from, Christmas presents. When you're when you're a teenager, a lot of people just give you money because they don't know what to get you. So I had a lot of gift cards. I can't remember exactly how much money. I think it was only $200, $300. I also had a big ass change bucket in my room, and I know that had some money in it. It was a change boot from Vegas. My mom actually got me the boot, and someone stole the damn boot and the change. But anyways, didn't really notice this money was missing. So went out, came home, woke up the next day. I believe I took her home, and I came home and I was looking for money. I was looking for, I think I was gonna go do something. So my idea was to get one of my gift cards, because I had Visa gift cards, and I noticed my gift cards were missing. And then next to that, I noticed my change boot was missing. And then next to that, I noticed there was a bottle of Ciroc that one of my friends had left the previous weekend. One of my friends left a full bottle of Ciroc on my shelf. Someone took the Ciroc, they took the boot, and they took my gift cards. I was livid. It was January. My birthday was a couple weeks away. I was like, damn. I can't remember if this was like before I had started working, because I started working once I turned 16. So I can't remember if I had a job or if I didn't. So like this money would have been pretty like valuable to someone who didn't have a job because I couldn't work yet. So I was like really upset. And the bottle, I don't even think I bought the bottle. I think it was one of my friends brought it over. So I was like, damn, someone stole so-and-so's bottle. So then my twin sister looks in her room and she had just rolled a bunch of change because she had a bunch of change herself. And they stole like $300 worth of change from her because she knew how much money she had. So we were just like livid because we were like, we literally just got ransacked for like $800 probably. And $800 is a lot because we'd been saving it for a long time because I don't think we had jobs then. So you know what? I did have a job because I was working at Big Daddy's because part of the money they stole was cash because I had a bunch of ones because for my tips, I would leave them in like a certain drawer. So this is like how it all like connected because I was like, okay, for one, it had to been someone that knew that we were gone, someone that watched our Snapchats, someone knew that we had money in our rooms and knew that they were even going to get anything out of us, like at our house, you know what I mean? So I was thinking like someone close, like, so that's why it was like, I was kind of like questioning my friend Anya. I was like, you know, because we came home, we went to bed, and that was that. Like, I didn't really like look around. So of course I kind of like looked at her like, hey, and I was also beefing with another one of my friends. So I was like, that's really petty, and she would steal the Ciroc bottle too. So we just like didn't really know for like the longest. We didn't know for like 2 years. But like, okay, so hold on. Same month. Couple weeks later, it's my birthday. I was turning either 15 or 16. I'm pretty sure I was turning 16. And my friend Lane opened up his house to let us have like a little get together for my birthday. If I remember correctly, because we bust out the numbers of how many people were in this damn house, there was only like 15 people invited, so it was a very small like little party. We had the, you know, that one song, Pineapple Juice to Malibu, Caribou, get them all numb, make baby girl come, that song. Okay, well, we made that drink, the 151 rum, Pineapple Juice Malibu, the Caribou Lou. We made that, so we was all wasted. There was like some outsiders outside of our group because like my clique was Lane, Tina, Muffin, Rhino, Deanna. Yeah, like that was like the crew. And then there was like a couple other ones like Beth and the ones that we don't really talk about anymore, Katie. Yeah, so like we had the OGs, like those were my besties. Had a couple other outsiders that were invited. One guy named Parrish, and I'm going to throw his name out there because I know he was the one that stole this money. We know it was you, Parrish, because he threw a party the next day and was like, alcohol and drugs on me. And we was like, who'd you get that from? Us, because you stole our money out of my motherfucking purses. Anyways, yeah, so we had like this like intimate little like get together. We had left all of our purses. Everybody was only downstairs. Lane's mom was actually home too because it was just like a little get together. We were hanging out in the garage. We were smoking some hookah, drinking a little bit of Caribou Lou. We was getting a little lit. So, and like we already knew who was spending the night, blah, blah, blah. One of the other key characters was this other guy that we used to hang out around, and because we pointed it towards him because he knew, no, it wasn't him that found the wallet, but he had his wallet get stolen and money out of it. So we thought he was like trying to cover it up. Someone goes upstairs because we had left all of our stuff up in Lane's room, and nobody was allowed in Lane's room other than us, and it was only like our purses. So it was like me, Muffin, and Tina's purses. And yes, I was working because I had money. So we had a bunch of money, and I just got robbed a couple weeks prior from my own household. Didn't know who it was. I was kind of blaming the friend that I was beefing with, but let me take a bite of this. So someone, I think Muffin, went upstairs and noticed that our purses had been touched and pulled from out under Lane's desk. And Muffin proceeded to notice she had all her money missing. Tina had like $200 missing. And then from my wallet, I was only missing like $100. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was like my birthday. So I was like, this is literally my birthday party. Who the fuck came and stole? There was a group of girls that were from like North Pole. And North Pole has like a stereotype. Like if you live in Fairbanks in North Pole, you know that there's a little stereotype. So first pointing fingers at these girls, they'd already left the house. So we texted them, we was like, you guys better bring your asses back and run them pockets because we want to know, we got money missing. Someone went in Lane's room and stole some money. I can't remember specifically which North Pole girls they were. Yeah, so we told them to come back. They ran their pockets. We didn't find anything. This Parrish guy, I'm not going to throw Lane under the bus, but Lane had a little crush on Parrish. So that's why, like, he was innocent until the end. Anyways, couldn't find the money. We, like, pretty much ran pockets. From what I remember of that night, like, we had asked Parrish, but he was like, hell no, like, he was refusing it. But nobody wanted to, like, point fingers and call him suspect. So I remember being mad. I went home because we were all supposed to spend the night at Lane's. Me and a couple other people went back to my house because I was, like, pissed. And it was my birthday and someone freaking stole money from me again. So I go home. The next day, talking to Lane, because, like, everybody was pretty drunk, so we just called it a night. I went home, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Everybody woke up the next day, and the people that spent the night at Lane's house was this Parrish guy, another guy that had a wallet, the one I was telling you that, yeah. That guy, Lane, and I think, like, Deanna, maybe Tina, yeah. So a couple other friends spent the night. They woke up the next morning, and homeboy, we're just going to call him N, because, or was it L? Because they're brothers. Well, anyways, N or L was looking for their wallet, and Parrish actually was the one that was like, oh, I found the wallet. He was the first one to find the wallet, and the first place he looked was under the sink because he stole the wallet and he stole money out of there. So I think, like, nobody wanted to accuse him right then and there. Like, I don't think Lane wanted to because that was, like, his crush, whatever. Whoop-de-whoop. So we're on the phone and we're, like, making this connection as they're, like, telling us the information of, like, them looking for the wallet, how they found it, everything. Me and Muffin and whoever else was at my house was like, no, Parrish stole the wallet. So we call Lane back and we're like, Lane, Parrish stole all that money and he stole that wallet. Like, there's nobody else. He was refusing to check his pockets last night. He knew he had cash on him, like, run his pockets, but Lane was like, we already dropped him off at his house. We were like, no, you turn the fuck around and you go back to his house. They turned back around. He had his doors locked, wouldn't let anybody in, wasn't answering anybody's phone calls. It was crazy. We knew this motherfucker stole our money. So later that night, everybody, because when there's a party in Fairbanks, everybody finds out. Everybody gets address. He is having a party. So we get someone to look on his Snapchat, and he said earlier that day, party at my place, alcohol and weed on me. We were like, we know this dude right here stole the freaking money. Like, we knew it. So to this day, no, nobody's gotten their money. Fuck him. He moved out of Fairbanks. Nobody talks to him anymore. We know he stole his money. We just took the L and we was like, you know what, karma gonna get your ass. So, whoop-de-whoop. Still didn't even know who stole from me that first time. I was still thinking it was the friend I was beefing with. So, let's fast forward like 2-3 years later. I was at my friend Muffin's house, and we were actually pulling a bunch of, like, Christmas stuff out of her crawl space, and I get a text message from the friend I believe, if I remember correctly, the friend that I thought that did it. We'd squashed our beef. I'd gotten over it. It was like 2 years later, whatever. I mean, we didn't really kick it like that anymore, but it was just like, whatever. She reached out to me and she was like, this girl just told me that she was the one that, her and her man were the ones that robbed you guys, like, years back, like, around your birthday. They were the ones that went in your house and stole all the gift cards and stole all the change from you and Erica. And I was like, are you kidding me? So I took it to Twitter. I said something on Twitter, and me and her got into a Twitter fight. She called me a fat Cabbage Patch doll. And I'm not even gonna talk shit about you because we ain't got the time of day on my YouTube. But she tried to blame it on her man, and then she called me a fat Cabbage Patch doll, and I was like, I just wasn't having it. This girl's a snake. My boyfriend's not a very good person himself. And to me at that time, I was like, he already got his camera. He's in jail right now getting bent over, so none of my business. I heard what I heard, and I know he in jail getting bent over, and he tried to act like he hard or something. We know you ain't hard, boo-boo. And homegirl, let's just say she smelled like ocean water, so I'm not worried about her. But anyways, 2 years later, I found out that they robbed me. We got into a little Twitter drama, a little bit of Twitter argument, and that was just kind of that. And it was really funny because, like, those summers that the same girl was smiling in my face, like, trying to be nice to me, trying to give me shots out of her bottle at the bonfires, whoop-de-whoop. I never really liked the girl. She was just around, so, like, it was just, you know, like, unless you really give me an issue, like, I'm not gonna beef with you, but I'm just gonna be cordial because I don't got time for the drama. You're not worth my time. So it was really funny that she, like, smiled in my face and, like, kissed my ass so much, and she was the one that, like, stole from me, and I found out. Karma plays its toll. I'm not really worried about it. I'm on to bigger and better things. I hate thieves. I'm sorry, but I work very hard for my money. Like, I work full time, so I can't stand someone that, like, steals money from me. It's gonna bring up some hard feelings towards other people, but yeah. This is a story time. I got robbed twice the same month as my birthday. I didn't find out till, like, 2 years later for the first one. The parish guy, he still hasn't even, like, claimed fault, and to this day he hasn't, so whatever. Karma's gonna take their toll. I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, that's my story time. Let me know, have you guys ever gone through any situations like that, or had a friend steal from you? Like, I've had a friend steal from me. That's, like, another story time. But it's the worst. I can't stand thieves because I work super hard for my money, and I just don't respect it. Like, in any way, shape, or form, I don't respect stealing because, you know, that's someone's money you're stealing out of their pocket, and you lazy motherfucker, go get a job. There's, like, no reason in 2021 that you should not have a job. Like, and that is, like, literally facts. Like, go get a job at McDonald's. They pay more than minimum wage. Like, in Alaska, I think they start at, like, $17 an hour for freaking McDonald's. Like, who cares where you work? If you're getting $1, screw what anybody thinks, or what if you think people think otherwise. Like, if you're getting $1, that's better than someone that's just sitting on their ass not getting any money. So I just don't respect it at all because I've had a job since, like, I was 16, and I could take myself to, actually, since I was like 15, and I had a friend that was willing to take me to work. So I went to work since I was 15, and I take care of all my own bills. So, like, I just don't respect it. Like, I've never been unemployed in my life except for the 1 month when I moved here. I had that transition. But, like, I just don't respect it. Get a freaking job and get a life. Like, ugh. Like, and I just heard the same girl stole money from someone else, and I'm just like, ugh. Well, that's the end of my rant. Period. So, until next video, love you guys. Make sure you guys comment below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Your girl is on the road to 1K. So, let's get there, guys. So, until next video, let me know what you guys want to see. Love you guys.